Now on to the path to the White House. Republican vice presidential candidate JD Vance just wrapped up his second of back-to-back rallies here in Arizona.
That's right. Ben Brown with our ABC15 political team spoke one-on-one with Vance on issues you've told us are important to voters.
We spoke with JD Vance before his rally and asked him specific policy questions. We asked him how he plans to enact Trump's proposal on mass deportations, whether he supports any gun reform legislation, and how he plans to fund his economic proposals.
But if you pass gun control legislation that doesn't cut down on school shootings, you haven't accomplished anything. If you actually make those schools a little bit safer and beef up the security, I think that has a much greater chance of actually working and making our schools a lot safer.
This school had resource officers who actually stopped the shooter. Clearly it didn't work. He was still able to get in. Do you see any type of gun reform legislation that would help aid if it's a twofold approach?
Well, look, I think the question is not whether a solution is going to be perfect. I think the question is whether a solution cuts down on gun violence in our schools.
We also asked for specifics on what former President Donald Trump's immigration policy of mass deportation would look like.
How does that exactly work? There's 11 million undocumented immigrants in this country right now. How would you enact that proposal of mass deportations? Are we talking about sweeps, raids, putting on planes, buses? What does that look like?
Once you secure the southern border and stop the bleeding, stop the inflow of illegal aliens, you're going to have to figure out what to do with the people here. I think where you focus is you start with the most violent criminals, the people who haven't just broken our border laws, but have also actually committed violent crimes on top of that. Absolutely, you go after those people however you can, because we don't want violent felons stalking our communities.
Trump touted his economic policies during an event today in New York City, again pledging to not tax Social Security benefits or tips and lower the corporate tax rate to 15%. We asked Vance about the potential impact this will have on the federal deficit and how these economic proposals will be funded.
Your quick thoughts on the plan today that Trump announced with the Government Efficiency Commission, tapping maybe Elon Musk to lead that. Just your initial thoughts, and there are some concerns about how you'll pay for some of your economic policies and raising the fiscal deficit. Do you see this potential commission as funding or offsetting some of those costs?
Right, we're trying to make the government more efficient. There's so much fraud, there's so much abuse in our system. Some independent analysts say that there are hundreds of billions of dollars a year in fraudulent payouts, either they're going to illegal aliens, Social Security and Medicare payments to illegal aliens. We have got to stop that fraud, and part of that is making government more efficient. And if you cut that fraud out, you have more resources to focus on American citizens.
For the full unedited interview, visit our website at abc15.com. Ben Brown, ABC15, Arizona.